Hello, and this is That Mysterious Minecrafter, or Misty for short, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, before we get into anything, I need to catch you guys up on what we did in between episodes. Because as you can probably tell, I did a lot. So, first things first, I destroyed the village in between episodes that was right next to our base because it was just gonna get completely in the way of the dinosaur park. I also smoothed out the area and covered up any big holes or craters, and if there was an area that I had flattened and there was stone visible, I dug up the stone and replaced it with dirt. So that was the first thing I did. And the second thing I did was I went on this really big mining trip, and I got lots of fossils and I got lots of ores to turn into EMC to prepare for all the building I'm gonna do in this episode. I put the fossils in the analyzer and we got so many cool DNAs. I am just so excited. I also did a lot of farming. I covered the mountainside and crop fields so that there's a little bit of story to the world of where did they get all this food to feed the dinosaurs? So I just added tons of different crops down the mountainside, and just kind of continuing off of that in the future, I want to add a big animal barn for the carnivores and to show where that food has been gotten from. So that was pretty much all I did in between episodes. So now that you've seen those time lapses and you're a bit more caught up on what I did in between episodes, let's go check on our dinosaur from last time. As you can see, I didn't put this in a time lapse, but I kind of just put some fences and leaves and little custom trees along the pathway just to add a little bit more life to the area. I added lots of lanterns, and if you're wondering how I got lanterns and stuff in this really old version of Minecraft before they were added, I added a mod called the Future MC, and it adds lots of things from future versions back down to 1.12.2. So, if we just come over here, this guy, he has been growing so much while I have been building and doing all the work. So, don't know why there's hearts there, but I'm just gonna ignore it, because look how big he's gotten! I did move his scratching post a little bit forward, and I think I need to name him, but I have no idea what to name him. But let's just see, let's make sure he's really happy. He's pretty hungry, and I think that's because the scratching post... Oh, I did not mean to hit him. I think I'm gonna have to remove the scratching post because he just gets stuck on it, and I really didn't want him starving to death because he was just stuck on the scratching post, so I think I'm just gonna remove it. I did leave the ball in here. I don't know where it went. And when I've played this in the past, they've hit it out of their enclosure before. So I'll probably just stick a new one in here. This is where I kind of put the stuff from the Techtopia mod to despawn. I think it was right here. Yes, and it seems like everything but this heart despawned, and I really don't want any of it. The heart doesn't do anything, it just makes those really annoying particles. So I guess we could use it for something, but overall, it's not really all that useful. So, what I was thinking about doing in this episode was planning out more of the dinosaur park. I think I want to use more really fun colors of concrete for the enclosures. I want to do a really fun purple enclosure and a yellow one, and just to change it up a lot. I also want to plan out where like different species will go, possibly, like maybe a herbivore area and a carnivore area and an ice age area and just stuff like that, just like a very general plan. Obviously he's the pterodon, not the Platybelodon, that's what his name is. Obviously the Platybelodon is probably gonna stay here, probably just as like an entrance enclosure. Like, you know how the zoo always has that one animal at the beginning to like catch your attention? I obviously want to build a new enclosure, and when I went mining, I got loads of fossils and they turned into so many DNAs. It really, like, I'm super excited. But before we can do any of that, I need to, one, get some resources, and two, let's look at all the DNAs that we got. So I think I left some in the analyzer over here. Yes, I did, and it looks like we got so many cool and interesting ones. We got a pteranodon, a Velociraptor, which I think we might do that one today, a Psittapatty, I hope I said that right, and an Allosaurus. And are we gonna get anything from this last one? Probably not, but almost there. Nope. And I also have some other DNAs that are upstairs. Oop. These ones. So I got a Megalogoraphitus. I got two of them somehow. I got an Ornitholetistes. So I'm just gonna leave all the DNAs up here in the meantime, and let's go do some planning for the just Dinosaur Zoo in general. So I'm gonna grab all of our colors of concrete real quick and go down to the zoo, and I will meet you guys there. Guys, we are back down at the Dino Zoo, and I have all of these fun concrete colors to play around with. So I'm kind of thinking, I know I want to do the T-Rex habitat in kind of the like redwood area when or if we ever get a T-Rex. So I'm thinking of maybe like sort of putting all the carnivores over around in this area. And I know we also need to get and like sort of swing it back around to the coast because we have there's these really big sea creatures that are also added by fossils and archaeology, and I think it's really cool just to like wall off an enclosure in the ocean, and I think we have a really cool area to do that because we have this little island over here that's just surrounded by water. So we could put like a bridge with the big viewing platform, and we could have so many different water creatures like in this water. So maybe having the path sort of swing around like back this way, and we could clear this area out and get lots of enclosures in here. So I think, yes, I'm gonna put all of the carnivores kind of over in this direction and start like bringing them over this way. And I'm thinking about, I definitely want the herbivores over in this big plains biome because there's already a lot of flat open space that I can just build these absolutely massive enclosures in. I don't know if we'll put any two dinosaurs together, but I definitely want to have lots of different dinosaurs in this area. Oh look, there's an ocelot. I have no idea where that came from. But, and then maybe we could like put the Ice Age creatures, because there are some at fossils. Okay, let's see here. You can tell by their like DNA color if they're Ice Age or not. Hold on. DNA. So I think these are all the ones that are from like the Ice Age period. I don't exactly know what the green represents, but I think it's, I think they're more insect-like and smaller. So we could maybe do like a big building that houses all of those. But besides that, I'm just gonna get some paths sort of winding through here, maybe do a bit more terraforming, and then I will come back and we can pick what dinosaur we want. And I'm kind of leaning towards the Velociraptor, just because, you know, Velociraptors are really cool, and the Fossils and Archaeology mod did them a really cool way. So, I will see you guys then. So, I did get a little bit of the path planned out, and I'm thinking about putting a visitor center of some sort, like right here, maybe with like a gift shop or something. But it's probably not going to be in this shape. This is kind of just like a marker of where I want it. This path right here is really short. It's just kind of going that way out towards where I want the herbivores. This path, however, is quite long. It's just kind of winding through the redwood forest over here, and then it just empties out into the ocean over there. So, I think it is about time to get started with our dinosaur enclosure for this episode. I think I've decided on the Velociraptor. So I'm gonna run up to the house and put the Velociraptor DNA into the cultivator so that it can turn into an egg. And I'm gonna start picking out an area over in this direction with all the, not herbivores, carnivores, so that we can start building the habitat. So I will bring you guys back when I kind of have a little bit of an outline going for the habitat. So I got us this really nice outline for the Velociraptor habitat. I'm making it a little bit bigger because it's U-shaped and this, like, there's a big portion cut out of it. I wanted it to be U-shaped so you kind of feel like you're almost in the habitat when you're like looking at it. And we're gonna make it out of lime green concrete just to add like this little pop of color. And I have to make it, this habitat is going to have a roof because the Velociraptors climb the walls, which is kind of creepy. But it's also really cool. So I'm gonna get this to a more finished state, and then I will bring you guys back when we're ready to put the Velociraptors in. Okay guys, I have just finished the Velociraptor enclosure. I left the land inside pretty flat so that they couldn't hide behind anything. I put like a couple balls in there and I filled up the feeders. So I think it's about time that we go grab the hopefully finished egg from the house and hatch our Velociraptor egg. Okay, so the egg is finished cultivating. That is perfect. Now I get to run all the way back to the dinosaur park. So I will meet you guys there. And we're back at the enclosure. So I put the door just kind of off to the side back here so that it wouldn't be in the way. And eggs, you place them down to hatch them. And you get some torches and you surround the egg so that it's warm. And then you grab your Dinopedia and you can watch the progress. Now, I think if you stay next to the egg when it hatches, you can, it's tamed to you. So I'm going to hang around here and wait for this to hatch and hopefully catch it hatching. Okay guys, so the egg is about to hatch. When it gets to 90%, it has this really cool like shaking animation. So it'll hatch any second now. And we'll get to see this adorable little baby Velociraptor. Oh, look. Oh, look at him. He just went straight to the feeder and ate a ton of food. So let's read a little bit about this guy. Or girl, who knows. if I can click on him. Oh, look, there he went. She just... Ah, yes, we got it. Okay, so it is a she, and it looks like she is untamed, so it looks like I have to feed her to tame her. Hold on. Ooh, she's moving so fast. Come on. Oh, yep, and that means that you have officially tamed the dinosaur. So, this is our adorable little Velociraptor. So, she is nocturnal, so it's actually perfect that it's nighttime. But, look, we can play around with the ball. I don't know why the Platybelodon doesn't play with the ball, but the Velociraptor definitely does. So, I think this is going to be where I end it for this episode. I've completely ran out of time. But I do hope you enjoyed the episode, and have a nice day. Bye!